67,000 people were released from home isolation on Wednesday as a new protocol for home isolation came into effect. The contacts of COVID patients can now leave home isolation after 3 days instead of 10, although they must take 4 rapid tests after their release.
On Wednesday, large crowds were seen at Taipei City health centers as home isolators tried to collect free rapid test kits. Some were kept waiting for more than an hour and still went home empty-handed.
Big crowds and long lines. People flocked to health centers on Wednesday as the government eased isolation rules for contacts of COVID patients. Contacts now have to isolate at home for just 3 days. After that, they can go out as long as they test negative in a rapid test every day for 4 more days. On Wednesday, many people came to pick up tests for friends and family.
政策改变了，然后可能大家都还在那个就是调整。
It's a new policy, so everyone is still adjusting to the new rules. He asked the person at the counter, and it turns out I can get standard rapid tests for him, so it's okay.
Some people were able to collect 4 rapid tests with no hassle at all, but the process was less smooth for some people who had already been released from isolation, as their information was no longer in the service center's system. Unable to pick up their rapid tests, they had no choice but to wait.
我不是讲我拢无困正经的，花1个小时。为什么等这么久？
不晓得，对啊，很慢啊。
我们有拿到文书，可是他说我们拿到，可是他们电脑查不到。
We have the proper documentation, but they can't find us in the computer system. They're not accepting our isolation papers as proof. It's such a mess. Why don't they just get in touch with the borough warden? Wouldn't that be faster?
27号的。
5 or 6 staff were tasked with explaining how to use the rapid test. It took between 15 minutes and an hour to help each person, as every individual circumstance was different. One man said he had isolated for 10 days under the old policy, but that he had at no point received a government notice. He said he didn't receive the 2 rapid tests he was supposed to get.
我自己家里有备。
I had some at home. Now I'm picking up more, because there are still 4 more days.
Under the new policy, about 67,000 people were released from isolation on Wednesday. For those who experienced chaos at the health centers, it was a rough return to normal life.